Welcome back, everyone. Today, this video is entitled Abstracting from Nature, and spring is in full tilt here where I'm at, so you may be watching this another time, but anyway, this is kind of a springtime video. So we'll get started here just by bringing some color onto the page. Today's video is also another intuitive piece where I'm not looking at any reference, no photos or anything. I'm just kind of bringing in kind of a treetop. That's the idea right now. So I'm letting the colors bleed with one another. I think intuitive work can often bring about a personal voice for yourself as an artist. Developing a personal voice in art is crucial as it allows artists to express their unique perspectives, emotions, experiences, and it kind of sets them apart in a very crowded creative landscape. There's so many people out there making work. How can you set yours apart from others? So I think this individuality fosters authenticity. It helps us have a deeper connection with the audience who may resonate with our own vision. So I think a voice also encourages experimentation and growth. I've tried to make all my videos about that as much as possible. And it allows you to really kind of push your boundaries and kind of invite a certain kind of innovation. And hopefully that enriches your own experience. Some have asked me why color is so important and why I choose certain colors. I think colors are crucial in paintings as it kind of sets up emotions. It makes a mood. It enhances the meaning. It allows artists to communicate feelings and concepts effectively. Different colors can symbolize various ideas, and their combinations can create a harmony or tension. So I often think about that as I place certain colors beside each other. I think it also can guide the viewer's eye. It can make depth. It can contribute to the overall composition. And it's really important to me. I think studying art history, you can see how color has evolved over the past even 100 years. Okay, we're going to switch over from the gouache and acrylic and ink I've been added to the painting. And I'm going to go back in with some acrylic markers at this point. And I'm going to bring in a variety of different shades of greens and just kind of go around the top of this tree. I really like working with acrylic markers, especially on smaller pieces such as this. It gives you a lot more versatility, and it can really kind of combine a sense of drawing and painting at the same time. Here we have, I'm kind of mixing, once again, the media from the watercolor I started with some gouache, with acrylic, and with the acrylic marker, I'm also bringing in that sense. I think mixed media art is highly expressive because it combines various materials and techniques, and it lets artists break traditional boundaries and explore a lot of different kinds of textures. I've even trying to bring a certain amount of texture into this treetop. So I think a fusion of mediums such as painting, collage, and other things, it really helps a deeper layer of meaning, and it really can help your visual experience. This image today kind of brings back memories of my mom because she kind of suffered from seasonal disorder with lack of sunlight. So in the winter, she would often get a little depressed because of that. So, and I think that affects a lot of people out there. So color has always been, maybe that's one of my biggest reasons for really liking it. And spring definitely brings that out. Okay, now I'm going to start bringing in a little bit of the sky at the top, and I'm bringing in a chalk pastel this time. So I've used about 5 different mediums on this piece. The chalk pastel I'm putting on here is going to kind of meet the top of the treetops. I have more water at the top on the treetops, and I'm going to try to blend that blue into those light greens to give kind of maybe hopefully a shimmering effect. I'm using about 3 different kinds of blues, just a touch of purple as well at the top. And I'm going to just kind of use my fingers to kind of blend some of that in. It's kind of funny, there's a bush close to where I live that it has been cut down several times by various people, and no matter what, it always comes back. I think nature always prevails over everything else, and long after we're gone, nature will keep on ticking. But yeah, this tree kind of reminds me of that tree that's been taken down so many times. I often talk about childhood memories because I think they're essential. They kind of shape who we are, they kind of influence our behaviors, and quite honestly, they lay the foundation for emotional development. So these memories can bring about feelings of nostalgia. I mean, they sometimes provide comfort, a sense of belonging maybe. So those often appear. What childhood memories do you have? If you could leave them in the comments section. I love talking with other people about this and my viewers. I think the smell of grass today still brings back memories flooding into my head. Without question, the smell of cut grass takes me back to elementary school for whatever reason. Maybe Little League Baseball, I'm not sure. But it always comes back when I first smell the first cut grass of a lawnmower. I will often go back into those times. Okay, here I'm just kind of solidifying some of the line that got a little lost. A lot of times with gouache or maybe a water-based acrylic, you put it down at first, it will look strong, but then as it dries, it starts to fade just a little bit. So I'm going to multi-layer that part. Okay, I'm going to probably let this dry here for a bit, and I'm going to switch over to the next part of this clip, and I'm going to show you some greenery I picked this morning. You can still see the rain on it. It was raining outside just a little bit, and I'm going to use this. Even though this is intuitive, this intuitive tree, I'm going to bring some drawing from real life into it. So I'm going to try to draw some of this greenery into the image I already have. I'm just going to try to repeat the different shapes. Drawing's all about shapes. I'm going to start off very simply with the shapes you're seeing right here, and I will paint these here in a bit, but I'm just going to try to cover the bush as much as I can, bringing in a repetitive, hopefully rhythmic situation. This is yet another medium I'm putting on here. This is done with a watercolor pencil. And if you haven't tried watercolor pencils, they are great because once you start to maybe put water with it, it will dissolve with whatever you're using. So if you bring acrylic or watercolor back into it or gouache, it will mix in with the watercolor pencil. I think I'm about there on the drawing. I might add a little bit more, but once again, I'm going to move away to the next part of this clip. And there. And I'm going to go switch over. This is some of the acrylic paint now I've added to these leaves. I've kind of darkened it since you last saw the picture. So I'm going to go around and just kind of lighten some of the greenery that I already started. I'm also going to add yet another medium. This is my Prismacolor pencils, and these always have brilliant color that really blends well with acrylic inks, acrylic paint, and the gouache. It really goes over quite well. And I've done this in many of my previous videos. And here we have a Polaroid shot. Now you can see how the picture has come together since I first started. And once again, I'm going to go back in with my acrylic paint. This is just straight acrylic paint. I'm going in and going around the different leaf shapes that I've already created. This is the fun part, when you can start nuancing what you've already done, try to tighten up any edges you want to do, or maybe have something free flow a little bit more, maybe blur some edges. But this is the part that is really enjoyable to me, at least. If you've liked this video, please subscribe, please like it. Any comments I love to get. I appreciate all my viewers every time I see all of you. And here we have the finished piece, as much as I can get to it. So I hope you've enjoyed the video today, and I hope everyone has a great week, and I will see you next time. Take care, everyone.